JB Bickerstaff fired, despite 99 wins over the last 2 seasons, getting his team to the conference semifinals. Not enough for JB. We talked about it last week, all the dysfunction reportedly in an article that was written basically immediately after the Cavaliers were knocked out. It comes out about all the dysfunction with the team, and we said that it usually ends with a coach losing his job, and JB Bickerstaff loses his job. And I don't know. The first, I know that it's part of the business. I know it's an ugly part of the business. But my thinking is when you hear the names that they're coming, it's like, really? So that's the coach? That's the guy that's going to get you over the edge.
That can get you over the top.
Because they haven't gotten anybody over the edge. James Borrego hasn't gotten anybody anywhere. Dave Yeager, for how much I love him and for how good of a coach I think he is, he hasn't taken anybody anywhere either.
Right. You start to maybe I think that's the aircraft.
The aircraft
that you hear that is the radar aircraft. So we talked about it. And they sent it out just to let me know.
Checking on us now. Great.
Exactly. Well, know what? I'm not in the car. And the thing for JB, this is what I say, and this goes for all coaches. It's this has turned into unrealistic expectations for teams. And why I say that is not every team is ready to win a championship. There are steps you got to take to put yourself in position to win it. And I thought that what they had done in Cleveland had become a team that was muddled in nothing. And JB, I thought they created a little bit of a culture. You were able to find a star player. And I know you talked about something last time about some of the things that were going on behind closed doors. There's rarely an NBA situation where there's not something going on behind closed doors, because of the amount of time that we spend with one another. At the end of the day, if everyone keeps the goal of winning in mind, then all of those things play out as they play out. And so I just thought that he had done a good enough job, at least to deserve what happens from here. You still played an entire season with Evan Mobley hurt in and out multiple times. You had their star guy. Why I forget his name always? For the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell. You had him out for periods during the game. You don't get Jared Allen in the playoffs at all. He gets hurt during the playoffs. He's out but you still win a series, and you still move on to the next series. And the injuries just were too much to overcome because you were playing against a really good team. So I think it's tough. I go back to what happened with Adrian Griffin in Milwaukee. I mean, you got the second best record in the NBA, and they say, well, we don't know if you're the one to get us over the top. Yeah, but the guy you bring in is only 5-6 games over 500 from that point on. He didn't change in terms of the wins and losses. And so with the new owners that we have into this game, and as things go as it goes, you would hope that realistic expectations start to come back into the fold, other than these unrealistic things that it's going to happen. Winning a championship happens just like that, because it doesn't happen in that way at all.
Right. It's been nice to see over the last couple of years that maybe the Sacramento Kings are functional and not dysfunction all the time. Yeah. And now you have the story that Mike Brown's contract talks have stalled. He's got 1 year left on his deal.
Again, I don't understand when you are ascending, and the guy that is sitting there helping you ascend, there becomes a problem. Now, we don't know what is asked for in those things, but you would hope that Sacramento would not mess this one. They messed it up with Mike Malone. They had the guy that could have continued to get you where you wanted to go with what he did. They let him go. And now I think you got another bright mind there at the front, and that can continue, because he's been around winning basketball. He's with the Warriors for so long, understands it, and they've been able to build a culture, and they built the fan base again. Like that has become again a tough place to win games, and so don't throw a monkey wrench in it. Just kind of let things continue to go in a positive direction.
How do you let it get to this point even?
I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what you're expecting.
Right.
Like the thing that you should be expecting is success, continued success. And with that continued success, hopefully we jump in there with a chance to win a championship. But this, like you're going to be in the run for a championship every year, that's not real. It's just not realistic. You want to be able to say we won a series, we won another series. Oh, we were right there. Maybe tweak this. Okay, we won and you keep moving, but you don't go from irrelevant to relevant overnight without there being a process.
Right.
And it seems like those teams they're on a process to stay going in a positive direction.